Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we are diving deep into the tough loss against the Steelers, a game that left a lot of Patriots fans scratching their heads, but also gave us some insight into how far this team has come compared to previous seasons. Even with the loss, it is clear that the New England Patriots are showing growth under Mike Frabel. The system he has put in place is starting to take shape, and we're beginning to see players like Drake May step up and show the kind of potential that could make this team truly competitive in the weeks and months ahead. Each game feels like a new learning experience for a squad that is still young in many ways, and the development we are witnessing, especially in the offensive and defensive units, is something that fans need to pay attention to because it could define the trajectory of this season. Now, looking back at the Steelers game, there are a lot of numbers to unpack. The offense had moments where it was firing on all cylinders, but mistakes, especially turnovers, were the ultimate difference in the final outcome. Drake May, for instance, has been under a microscope all season, and it is becoming clear that his ability to take care of the football is crucial for the Patriots' success. In this particular matchup, May had multiple turnovers, and unfortunately, history shows that when he has more than one turnover in a game, the Patriots struggle to come out on top. This statistic is not just a number on a sheet. It reflects the importance of decision-making under pressure for a young quarterback who is still finding his rhythm in a complex offensive system. While some might look at the turnovers and see them as a sign of failure, there are also teaching moments. The ability of a young quarterback to learn from mistakes and adjust in real time is one of the most critical factors in player development. And this is exactly what the Patriots are counting on as they navigate the early weeks of the season. Beyond the quarterback play, the offensive line has been holding steady. They're the unsung heroes, quietly managing to protect May and, given the time, needed to execute the plays. The continuity along the line is something that cannot be understated, as it allows the skill positions to function effectively and ensures that the playbook can be executed as designed. Players like Hunter Henry continue to show resilience, putting their bodies on the line week after week. Even after what seemed to be a serious knee scare, Henry was able to return and contribute in meaningful ways. That kind of toughness and reliability is invaluable for a team that is still trying to establish its identity and find a rhythm in both the passing and running games. Wide receiver play has been a mixed bag. Kahan Booty has led the team in snaps and continues to be a reliable option, but the utilization of Stephon Diggs has been cautious, hovering around 50% of snaps for several games. There is a clear need to gradually expand his role and allow him to become a more central part of the offense. At the same time, younger receivers like Kyle Williams are waiting in the wings, ready to show what they can bring to the table if given the opportunity. It is a balancing act for the coaching staff, weighing the need to protect players recovering from injuries against the necessity of finding playmakers who can change the dynamic of a game. Every snap counts, and how these younger players are integrated into the system will have long-term implications for the team's offensive identity. The running back situation is equally nuanced. Rondre Stevenson has shown flashes of brilliance, but the fumbles have become a critical concern. Protecting the football in the NFL is non-negotiable, and Stevenson's struggles in that area have opened the door for Tavon Henderson to earn more opportunities. Henderson has shown he can handle an increased workload, and his chance to prove himself in game situations could be pivotal not only for his development, but also for the overall effectiveness of the Patriots' running game. When a team is dealing with multiple young playmakers at key positions, it becomes essential to find the right mix of players who can maintain consistency while also providing the big play potential needed to compete at a high level. Defensively, the Patriots have experienced some adjustments as well. Christian Ellis, the starting middle linebacker, was benched, which had ripple effects across the defensive unit. Players like Marte Mapu saw fewer snaps, and Jack Gibbons stepped up in key moments. The rotation on the defensive line has been heavy, with players like Harold Landry, Glavin Chasen, Milton Williams, and Christian Barmore logging significant playing time. These rotations are crucial to maintaining freshness and effectiveness on the defensive front, especially against high-powered offenses like the Steelers. Marcus Jones, Robert Spillane, Jalen Hawkins, and Carlton Davis were all consistent contributors, playing every defensive snap and providing a reliable backbone to a unit that is still finding its optimal combinations. The defensive coaching staff is clearly experimenting and evaluating options, and the way they handle player development, rotations, and snap allocations will be central to how well this unit performs over the course of the season. Special teams have also played a role, albeit a smaller one, in shaping the outcomes of games. Snap percentages, particularly in situations where substitutions are frequent, can tell us a lot about how coaches view certain players and their readiness to contribute. Kyle Duggar, for example, has been seen more in special teams roles but remains a key part of the overall defensive depth chart. Similarly, Kurz Tonga made impactful plays along the defensive line, demonstrating that even players who may not see every snap have opportunities to influence the game in meaningful ways. The attention to detail in player rotations and snap management reflects a coaching philosophy that prioritizes development, adaptability, and situational performance. As we move toward the upcoming matchup with the Panthers, these insights from the Steelers game become even more relevant. The Panthers are coming off a dominant victory over the Falcons, and understanding what worked, what did not, and where adjustments are needed will be crucial for the Patriots. The offensive unit must tighten up, minimize turnovers, and allow Drake Maye to operate with confidence. The defensive unit must continue to find its rhythm, adjusting to personnel changes and ensuring that the players on the field are able to execute assignments effectively. The balance between veterans and young players, between experience and potential, is a delicate one, and how the coaching staff navigates these decisions will likely determine the outcome in Carolina. In short, the loss to the Steelers is disappointing, no doubt, but it is far from catastrophic. There are lessons to be learned, adjustments to be made, and opportunities to integrate young talent into critical roles. The Patriots are showing glimpses of what they can become, but consistency, decision-making, and execution will be the keys that define the rest of the season. Players like Drake Maye, Rondre Stevenson, Tavon Henderson, and the wide receiver core must step up, take advantage of their opportunities, and demonstrate that they can handle the pressures of the NFL. Meanwhile, the defensive squad, including key contributors across the linebacker and secondary positions, must maintain focus and continue to evolve as a cohesive unit. Everything coming out of the Steelers game tells us that the Patriots have the pieces to compete at a high level, but the margin for error is slim. Protecting the football, executing in critical moments, and making the most of every snap are non-negotiable elements for success. The team is at a crossroads where learning from mistakes, developing young talent, and trusting in the system that Mike Frabel has built will determine whether they can turn promising potential into tangible results. With the Carolina matchup approaching, all eyes will be on how these adjustments are implemented and whether the Patriots can convert their growth into victories on the field. Looking closer at the running back situation, it becomes obvious that the Patriots need to find a way to get consistency out of the position. Rondre Stevenson has undeniable talent and can make explosive plays, but his ball security issues have put the team in difficult positions. Losing possession in crucial moments has a ripple effect across the entire offense, forcing Drake, Maye, and the passing game to compensate for mistakes that could have been avoided. This is why Tavon Henderson's emergence is so important. He has shown he can be a dependable option, and giving him more opportunities in the backfield could stabilize the running game while also providing a spark in open space. The Patriots now face the task of balancing usage between Stevenson and Henderson, making sure that the team has enough depth to stay dynamic while minimizing turnovers. It is a delicate balancing act, but one that could pay dividends if executed correctly. The quarterback position, of course, remains the focal point of all offensive discussions. Drake Maye's development is central to the team's trajectory, and the coaching staff is keenly aware of the impact turnovers have on the outcome of games. Maye's ability to process the defense, make quick decisions, and execute under pressure is being tested every week. In the Steelers game, the multiple turnovers he had highlighted both the potential and the vulnerability of a young quarterback navigating a demanding system. Every snap, every read, every throw matters, and the margin for error in the NFL is razor thin. The Patriots' offensive line has been supportive, but even the best protection cannot compensate for mistakes in decision-making. It is clear that MAYE must continue to mature, and the offensive scheme must be tailored to maximize his strengths while protecting him from situations that could lead to costly errors. Wide receiver play is another area where opportunities must be maximized. Kahan Booty continues to log significant snaps, demonstrating that the team relies on him as a consistent option in the passing game. Meanwhile, Stefon Diggs is being carefully managed, likely due to his recovery from an ACL injury. While his snap percentage has hovered around 50%, the argument grows stronger that he should be given a larger role to create more explosive plays. At the same time, players like Kyle Williams and other younger receivers are waiting for their chance to show what they can contribute. This situation is emblematic of a broader challenge for the Patriots, integrating young, talented players into a system while managing veteran experience and protecting key assets. The decisions made here will impact not only the next game, but the long-term development of the offense. Defensively, the Patriots have been experimenting with personnel changes to find the right combinations on the field. Christian Ellis being benched at middle linebacker created opportunities for others, such as Marte Mapu and Jack Gibbons, to step up. These adjustments ripple throughout the defensive unit, influencing matchups, rotations, and responsibilities. The defensive line rotation has been heavy, with Harold Landry, Glavin Chasen, Milton Williams, and Christian Barmore all seeing substantial playing time. This strategy allows for freshness and effectiveness against fast-paced offenses, but also requires cohesion and communication to avoid blown assignments. Marcus Jones, Robert Spillane, Jalen Hawkins, and Carlton Davis played every defensive snap, providing stability and leadership. The secondary, including safety Woodson, has been largely consistent, showing that despite changes elsewhere, certain pieces remain reliable. These defensive adjustments highlight a commitment from the coaching staff to develop depth, evaluate talent, and maintain a competitive edge in a league where mistakes are costly. Looking ahead to the Panthers game, the Patriots must apply lessons learned. The Panthers recently demolished the Falcons, demonstrating both speed and versatility on offense. For the Patriots to compete, they must tighten execution across the board. Turnovers cannot happen. Assignments must be clean. Every snap must be accounted for. On offense, this means giving Drake Maye the space and support needed to make plays without forcing risky throws. The offensive line must continue to protect effectively. The running backs must secure the football, and the wide receivers must create separation and exploit mismatches. At the same time, the defense must maintain discipline, manage rotations carefully, and ensure that the players on the field are capable of executing assignments with precision. These are small details that have massive impacts when games are tight, and the Patriots' attention to them will determine whether they can challenge a Panthers team that looks increasingly formidable. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Whispers around the NFL universe are reaching a fever pitch as the New England Patriots reportedly make a shock move that could reshape their offensive landscape. Sources close to team circles suggest that the Patriots have pulled off a lightning-fast trade with the Seattle Seahawks, potentially landing both quarterback Drake Maye and wide receiver DK Metcalf in a single, jaw-dropping deal. While nothing is officially confirmed, the speculation alone has fans buzzing and analysts scrambling to project what this could mean for the AFC East powerhouse. For years, New England has been hunting for a dynamic offensive spark, and the idea of pairing Maye's rising quarterback talent with Metcalf's elite physicality is sending ripples through the league. Maye, known for his quick release and mobility, has impressed scouts and fans alike with his poise under pressure, while Metcalf's combination of size, speed, and hands makes him one of the most feared receivers in the game. The thought of these two lining up under Bill Belichick's system has pundits imagining deep throws downfield, jaw-dropping catches, and a Patriots offense that could suddenly transform from methodical to explosive overnight. Seattle, on the other hand, is reportedly seeking a fresh direction after years of mixed results with their current roster. Moving Metcalf and Maye if true, signals a willingness to shake things up and perhaps acquire draft capital or young assets to rebuild around. Insiders claim that talks were swift, almost secretive, with both front offices working feverishly to finalize the details before the news could leak. Although, naturally, rumors of such a blockbuster couldn't stay hidden for long. New England fans are already fantasizing about highlight reels. MAYE launching deep passes to METCALF streaking past defenders, touchdowns that could shift momentum in the division, and a Patriots squad that finally looks capable of recapturing the offensive thrill they've long sought. Skeptics caution that chemistry and system fit remain crucial, and that even the most talented duo can struggle to adapt immediately. Still, the mere possibility of this duo in Foxborough has created a whirlwind of excitement on social media, sports radio, and betting circles alike. As the NFL world waits for official confirmation, one thing is certain. The Patriots rumor mill is on fire, and if Drake May and DK Metcalf truly land in New England together, the league could be witnessing the birth of a new offensive force that rivals anything the AFC has seen in recent memory. Fans, analysts, and rivals alike will be watching every snap, every trade update, and every whisper from New England, knowing that a seismic shift in the NFL hierarchy might be just around the corner. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.